प्रकृतिगतगुणौघैर्नज्यते पुरुषोऽयम् यदि तु सजति तस्यां तद्गुणास्तं भजेरन् मदनुभजन तत्त्वालोचनैः साप्यपेयात् कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगाति विमलमतिरुपात्तैरासनाद्यैर्मदङ्गं गरुडसमधिरूढं दिव्यभूषायुधाङ्गं रुचितुलितशतमालं शीलयेतानुवेलं कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादि.
Hare Krishna, Guruvayurappa. Dashakam 15, shlokas 3 and 4. Shloka 3. I am Purusha. This Purusha or Atman. Prakritigata gunauhaihi. Prakritigata gunauhaihi. By Maya or delusion and a host of attributes of Maya or Prakriti. Na ajyate does not bind himself. Kim tu, however, tasyam sajati yadi. If one gets attached to Prakriti or Maya, tad guna tam bhajeran. Maya or Prakriti may possess the Purusha. Sa api madanu bhajana tattvalojanai. Sa api madanu bhajana tattvalojanai. By worshipping me and contemplating on the true nature of self, apeyad will be released. Iti kapilatanu tvam devahutyai nyagadi. Thus you, in the form of Kapilamurti, advised Devahuti. In the previous shloka, Kapilamurti tells Devahuti that if one is able to distinguish between Prakriti or Maya and Purusha or Atman, he is released from all delusions or ignorances. Now here in this shloka, Lord Kapila points out that Purusha is nirguna or with no attributes and is not influenced by Maya or Prakriti, because Purusha or Atman is the knower of the body or Kshetrajna. However, if this Purusha or Atma, due to ego, becomes unaware of his true nature, he gets bound by Maya or Prakriti and its various attributes, and the Purusha gets attached to Prakriti. The Purusha then falsely identifies himself with the body and gets to believe that I am the doer or enjoyer. But as I said before, in reality, Purusha is with no attributes and he is nirguna and nishkriya. The misconceptions Purusha has when entangled by the various attributes of Prakriti leads him to sorrows and sufferings or to the cycle of birth and death. Nevertheless, by worshipping me, Kapila says to Devahuti, and by contemplating on the nature of one's true self, he begins to discriminate between Prakriti and Purusha. At this point, Prakriti or Maya naturally abandons the Purusha and the true knowledge of self dawns upon the Purusha or Atman. Thus spoke Lord Kapila, your manifestation, O Lord Guruvairappa, to Devahuti. Now, Shloka 4. Vimalamati Upatyayi. Having attained purity of mind through the practice of yoga and then assuming Garuda Samadhi Rudham, mounted on Garuda, Divya Bhushayudhangam, adorned with divine ornaments and armed with divine weapons. Ruchitulita Tamalam, with the resplendence comparable with Tamala tree. Madangam, my form. Anuvelam Shilayeda, must always meditate. Iti Kapilatanutvam Devahutyai Nyagadi. Thus, Lord Kapila, who is but you, O Lord Guruvairappa, spoke to Devahuti. And the meaning is, Purusha, as I said earlier, Purusha is eternal, the supreme being, beyond all gunas or attributes. He is the knower of the body and not affected by the acts of Prakriti or Maya. The doership and the act of enjoying is the nature of Prakriti or Maya. However, when Purusha identifies with Prakriti, he feels that he is the doer and enjoyer. He then begins to experience such emotions like desire, pain, pleasure, hatred, and even birth and death. Such an individual fails to meditate upon the Lord's form. In order to have clarity of the Lord's form in one's mind, he must first attain purity of mind through the practice of yoga. He must then meditate on the form of the Lord seated on Garuda, the divine eagle, adorned with divine jewelry and armed with divine weapons. He must incessantly, without a break, focus on the divine form as lustrous as the tamala tree. Thus, you, O Lord Guruvairappa, in the form of Lord Kapila, advised Devahuti. Lord Kapila's constant message for us is to control our senses by controlling the mind. And one can gain control over mind by fully surrendering oneself with great devotion at the Lord's lotus feet. Namaste.